there. Okay, so I pause, like start the recording. Also, I have start recording in my internal system. Okay, so I am recording there. So sorry, na. Please remind me because there are so many screens. Thank you, na. Otherwise, I can talk this kind of thing anytime. Okay. So yesterday we know taking a picture, setups. Can you speak Japanese? Yes, 私は日本語で話します. Okay, so yes, I can speak little bit of Japanese. Okay, so yes, in my home, Japanese people can come. Okay, so some of the chat I just read. We'll discuss later. Let me finish the class first. Okay, I am because in during the um, Ramadan, I am really cross my hand, cross my finger because these are my first classes. So if I interact with you little by little, we can discuss those things as well. Okay, because I am still intense that whether I can finish today's class as well or not. Okay, so yesterday, as I told you, that our topic was data communication and networking. So I try to discuss about the data, why the data, where the data came, and with that actually I try to make this kind of timeline because before 18th century, okay, before 18th century, only 200 years before, nobody talk about electrical engineer. Nobody, because there is no store of electron. Nobody knows how the electron flow. Okay, so actually all the theory came after 1900. So Tesla, Edison, they make something. So all the electrical things actually came after 19. So this is 120 years history. Don't think that this is the change, that you change the civilization. No. Civilization without mobile phone, without internet, without anything, all the civilization was perfect even before 19th century. This is only 100 years. This is only 100 years we are making this kind of engineering things, and we say we are the best. No. So be in the ground. Okay, so Tesla and Edison, they use some things, and then I said that 19, this is 19. I feel that this is 4, so this is 19. My handwriting is so bad, so in online. So this is 1948. I said that from the history we know that transistor was introduced around that time. So transistor has the ability that even with on state, even the device is on, I can off the circuit. Okay, so even the device is on, I can off the circuit. This is a fantastic magic things happen during that time. Okay, so if you put on off on off on off, so we can send something even the device is on. So on during the on states everything will be on, but during the off state we can control that on off. So this is the fantastic things, and those things can happen in after 1948. So we can have those kind of on off things. So we can have the punch code. So with that instruction, on off instruction, we can send so many things, some informations, and with that actually whenever the information came, we said that the maybe on off will be little bit tough sequence. Then it can be +5 -5 or +12 -12. It will be little bit difficult. They said that okay, punch code, hash dot, rather than we can say anything 0 1, because it will take less space in the document. So 0 1 0 1, it will be better. So this 0 doesn't means number 0. This 0 is a symbol 0, and this 1 is a symbol 1. 0 means -5, 1 means +5, or whatever. Like 0 means some information, 1 means some information. So the computer department started whenever the electrical department could not handle the things, the sequence and making the device together. So they actually started the things that yes, the other department, somebody will help me only the sequence thing. So they are thinking about the sequence, and other person thinking about making the devices. So that this is the case, and from that period the computer software, these things are coming. But believe me, software means sequence. What kind of sequence? To on of the transistor of the device. So sequence of the for the device. Okay. So without the sequence, without the apps, without the operating system, you will not buy the mobile phone. And without, if the mobile phone is not running, then no sequence or no operating system or no software will be provided. That means electrical engineer and computer engineers are all together. Sometime I can say in the closed door, actually, if there is no device, the computer engineer cannot do anything. Okay, that means we may be 0.05 or some factor, one time, two time, little bit ahead. Okay, first we have to create the device, then they can like do the things. So this is actually my last classes, and afterwards I told regarding the engineering things. We have electrical engineering, we have the computer engineering. In the electrical engineering, we have the communication things, devices. Today I'll talk little bit about the communication. And in the net computer, we have the hardware and software things, as I told you. And hardware must be created by the electrical engineer, but in the hardware, because it is for the software, so because of that we need some suggestion from the computer that what kind of hardware will make. Okay, so there is a overlapping. So in the computer, hardware is made by computer engineer and electrical engineer together. Okay, so that they can make the best software. So this is the case. So I told you that in this course, what about the data present, the computer performance, hardware, software together will things, and the computer is designed from the numbers, circuit, and so on. So every class at the very beginning, at the first 5 minutes, I'll discuss about the previous class. Okay, this is actually the norm, so that I can catch up today's class. Okay, so I'll finish today's class even perfectly. So do not submit the form. I'll ask a very small two things in page number 9. Okay, so I ask what is digital, because some of you have the confusion that what is digital. Digital does not mean 0101. 01 is an example of the digital. So the binary can be, the Morse code can also be binary. Also, I told that English alphabet, our vocabulary is also digital, that anything can be represented by symbol or code is called digital. Okay, so why I try to make the break your knowledge, like some information I'm giving, because like after 1948, you put the number system as digital 0101, all the things. Maybe after some time in your future, whenever the quantum electronics will come, okay, that time maybe you have to think another number system. Okay, so number system came because of representation your word. So that time we introduced transistor. Because of that, we try to find out which kind of number system is enough for us. You use Morse code and the binary. If it is 16-bit, we have to use those things. Okay, so the number system or the digital things came depending upon our invention. So still the invention is going on, so you have to think about the new thing as well. Okay, so don't think digital means 0101. So afterwards I said that everything outside of the devices are analog. Inside the devices, it can be analog or it can be digital. Okay, so if the devices are analog device, like very big devices, those are analog device, we don't need any conversion. But if the device is very teeny tiny, like digital devices are very teeny tiny, portable, and low power consumption, so these kind of devices are like digital devices. But whatever, the human being are analog, so we can hear, we can see, we can touch, everything is analog. So if you want to make the devices for the human being, yes, the devices are for the human being. We want to hear, we want to speak, we want to see from the screen. So everything is for the betterment for us. So because of that, you have to think about the analog part as well and digital as well, because inside that it is digital. So just know that the signal is 0101. So don't think everything with 0101, rather than think that whenever the 01 will move outside of the devices, antenna, communications, Okay, so that time you have to think the analog. So the even the digital signal 0 1 will move through the analog cases. Today I'll discuss that things, and because of that I said that everything outside of the device is analog. Even 0 1 0 1 will move in an analog way. Okay, so how I will say, so yesterday I told that the digital means voltage or current. So 0 means some plus voltage representation will be there, and like 1 means some voltage representation will be there. 0 does not mean 0. 0 voltage means device will be off. Okay, so 0 means minus domain, and plus means plus domain, and we'll use digital, that means the DC voltage, okay, or DC current. Most of the cases we're using voltage in our all devices. It is voltage devices because it will not kill our cell. Okay, I'll discuss about the current device and other things later on. Okay, let me finish the starting, because it's still I am in transient moment, so let me finish those things. Yesterday somebody asked me a question, so this is the case. Then I ask you, this is the last slide. This was the last slide that I asked it, that why digital communication has 2 numbers, because transistor has 2 numbers, but we can, and we have 10 fingers, and because of that we are using decimal. I believe that even at the very beginning, if they can discover this core, okay, that means the 20, maybe we may have 20. So they discover it afterwards, maybe from India or maybe from the Muslim, they got these kind of things. Okay, otherwise at the very beginning, the number system, you know, that from the digital electronics, you know, the number system, they use this 5 10, and they don't have the 0, and because of that they suffer a lot. So Arjavard, so the 0 and those things came. So at least, why we have 10? Because we have 10 finger. Why we are using 2? Because the transistor has 2. This is the case. If you introduce new kind of devices, we'll use new kind of devices in future. Okay, let's start communication. So till now, any question? I may ask you this, okay? Otherwise you will not say anything till now. Any question? I'm to say from last class. I gave you one. Yes, sir, I understood. Maybe you can proceed. Thank you. Till now, no question. Thank you very much. Okay. So I can share the screen for your better view. I feel that this view is not that much clear, so I can share with my screen. Okay, so this is also recording, no worry. Okay, so I have the both videos. I'll share all the video in one YouTube channel, so later on. Okay, let me take the video first, because I need to what
Sir, the previous screen was better.
previous screen was better.
Edit.
Yeah.
No, sir, the screen you're sharing now is there.
No, sir, this one is better.
Because this one is clear to someone, and previous one is also there. If you want, you can zoom my video, or like that video. So I'll talk the same way. Okay, so both things will be there. Okay, so if you want, you can zoom my speaker view. You can see that one as well. Okay, so today I'll discuss about communication. So how many of you feel proud that I am electrical engineer? How many of you feel proud to think that I am electrical engineer? Raise your hand. Please raise your hand. How many of you feel that I feel very good? No comment. Okay, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so something, because yes, in okay, so in second year or third year, you may have some question as well. Okay, because still after finishing the third year, we may have some courage to think about the electrical, but still somebody, I don't know, that don't say that my parents said because of that I came to electrical engineering. Don't say. Okay, even if you have that feelings, please, this is third year, please stop and go to your choiceable subject. Please don't spoil your life. Sorry, don't spoil your life. No comment. Okay, so still sometime I feel that somebody said that we are electrical engineer, and I believe. Sorry, you want to say something? Ali? Ali, you want to say something? Raise your hand. Okay, raise your hand means right. Okay, so I mute all. I want to mute all. Okay, so no need to raise your hand. Okay, I'll give you the poll. Okay, in the poll I know. So I'll ask the raise your hand many times. So let me know what is the main difference between other engineers and electrical engineers. What is the main difference between other engineer and electrical engineer? Do you know?
So we learn about electrical and electronics. We specialize in those fields.
Okay, that means for mechanical, so for mechanical we may have something, and for civil the definition is something. Okay, and I cannot write. So for yes, I can write now. So I believe that for civil, why the civil, why they call the civil, because they change the civilization, and the why, like what they are expert of, because they expert of the brick. Okay, so they can change the civilization and they know the position of the brick and they can create the buildings. Okay, so civil engineer know the bricks. Okay, so this is whatever I know. Okay, mechanical engineer actually know about the wheel, and from the wheel we can create the gear. Okay, so mechanical engineer, sorry for my drawing, so I'm not good at all here. So this is a mechanical engineer. So as I told you that before 1800th century, there are fire, there are bricks, there are civilization, there are wheels, but there are no electrical engineer, isn't it? There are no electrical engineer. Okay, so before, afterwards something happened, and as someone said that we are expert of electron. Yes, very good. So we are expert of electron, and because of that we call electrical engineer, isn't it? Somebody say yes or no. Yes, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
So electrical engineer means we are expert of electron. This is the case. So now except Sakib, maybe one day I said the same story to Sakib. Except Sakib, I will ask you something. Okay, I will ask you to raise your hand or something for like. So tell me, sometimes I feel that electrical engineers are magicians. Why? So can you tell me what is the most ferocious animal in the whole world? Don't say man or human being. Animal, okay? Tiger or hyena or huh? Or
Hyena, I
lion.
guess.
Or lion, because in the Lion King movie, hyena killed the lion, so maybe you can say hyena. Okay, just say, like, if I say the most ferocious animal, because lion is called the king of the jungle, so if I say lion is the most ferocious animal, agree? Lion is the most ferocious animal in the jungle. Even if you don't agree, okay, so just agree, just say, because this is for the like saying for the like story. Okay, so I got that lion is the most ferocious animal. Now the thing is, no, sorry. So now the lion is the most ferocious animal. So if I ask you that, if I put you in front of the lion, how many of you will agree that if I put you in a room where lion is there, how many of you will agree? It could not be, because lion will kill you. This is the most ferocious animal. Even somebody said that agree. Why? Don't make fun, because I want to make some logical things. Okay, so I just want to know that you are here with my story, because I want to say that why the electrical engineer said this is my story. So like the story of pi. So I like my story. If you don't like, I can create another story so that it will be convinced for you. Okay, so if I ask you to be in front of the lion, nobody will go, because lion is a ferocious animal. Okay, now tell me, if I ask you to find out any socket, I should have one electrical socket. I should have one electrical socket. I don't know, my children, they take all the electrical socket. Okay, so if I ask you, there you have so many electrical socket. Okay, if I ask you to put your finger in the electrical socket, how many of you will put inside the electrical socket? You don't have the like bear, no comment. Will you put your finger in your electrical socket? No,
Never.
never, because you will die. Okay, and if you don't have the sandal or anything, if you put, you know that die. Whenever my daughter came, I said, no, don't touch, you will be killed. Okay, so you will be killed. This is the case. So now came to the same story again. Now if we have two rooms, in one room lion is there, in another room you have to put the finger inside the plate. Which room you will prefer? Lion? If you prefer lion, then raise your hand. So in one room lion is there, in another room the putting the finger in the plate point. Which room will you choose?
Sir,
Choose.
can we wear sandal?
No. In both cases he'll die. Okay, but for lion,
So, sir, electricity is
Socket,
as
sir.
ferocious
Socket,
as the lion.
yes, because for lion cases
There is a chance. Yes.
there is a chance that you
Yes.
can move around. Okay, there is a
Exactly.
chance, but for electricity there is no chance. So are you agree? Because forget about the poll. Are you agree that, raise your hand, that electron is most ferocious than lion? Electron
Yes,
is
we are.
most ferocious, or electron is like anything than any ferocious animal in the planet? Yes. This is the case. We will never ever put our finger. Okay, if you are like smart people, okay, you will not put. Those who have no comment, I feel that you have something. Okay, but put your thinking there. Majority is there, because I want to tell the story. Okay, so now,
Sir,
yes,
sir, is it like basically we are the most dangerous engineers?
I am give your comment after my story. Okay, still I am inside the story. Okay, it looks like the story of Pi. Okay, so the movie Pi, they have two stories. So I am inside the story. If you don't like, I'll remove the story after telling the story. Okay, so just think, even the lion is the most ferocious animal. There are some people in the circus who used to train the lion such a way so that the other people can see that they train the lion. That means they can train the most ferocious animal, and because of that people, those courageous people, we pay the money to watch those people, and we say that, wow, bravo, isn't it? Say someone, yes.
Yes, sir.
For
Yes,
sure.
that means
Especially
there are some lion trainer. Because of them, we feel that, oh, they are the brave person. Now you said another story. Okay, now you said the electron is the most ferocious engineer, like most ferocious things, even the lion. Okay, stop the lion trainer. Now if I said your father is sick and you have to put a pacemaker inside the heart, how many of you will agree that putting the pacemaker inside the heart of your father, because your father is sick. How many of you will agree? Raise your hand. No comment still. You will put, believe me, you will put, you have to put, you have to save your father. Okay? So I feel that most of you will agree that I will put the pacemaker inside. Previously, you said electron is the most ferocious animal, like ferocious. Now you want to put the most ferocious electron inside the heart. Previously, you were afraid to even touch. Now you want to put everything inside the heart. So this is a case that there are some trainer who can train electron from high voltage 11 kV to a teeny tiny nanovoltage, who can put the electron inside the heart so that it can save life rather than kill the life. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Of
Yes, sir.
course.
That means, do you agree these things? That means there are some magician. I say sometime there are magician, they are more capable to train than the lion, because the electron is most ferocious, and you make the ferocious electron to a teeny tiny electron, and you said because electron don't know anything. So exactly, I am sorry, there is no comment. I'll ask the no comment later. Maybe you have some better ideas. So sometime I said that electron, those who train electron, they are the magician, because electron is unseen. So you train something which you cannot even see. So this is the case. That means even nobody will say, but sometimes I feel that as an electrical engineer, I can be the best magician. Please see the movie called Prestige. You can see some magic over there from my
Yes, sir.
beloved Tesla.
Hugh Jackman. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, beloved Tesla. Okay, I don't like Tesla engineers and over there. So the magics are there. So whenever the electricity was introduced, they said that the magicians are there. They are the magicians. Something. So sometimes I feel that electrical engineers are magicians. So if I say, look at me, okay? If I say I am catching the electron of Grameen phone, how many of you will believe I am now catching on electron for my mobile phone, because it is wireless, and inside the mobile phone the electron is coming? How many of you will believe this one? Raise your hand. I am catching. Anywhere I can catch the BTV or the communication things. The electrons are everywhere. I cannot see, but I can catch. So the moment you will believe that I can catch the electron, you will get the inner beauty of the electron. You will feel that yes, we can do something for the community, because we are doing something for the unknown thing. So this is actually my motivation as an electrical engineer. Other engineer like a civil engineer or the mechanical engineers, they have something, they create something we can see. We can also create something we can see, but they see the things, the bricks, they see the things, but the wheels, gears, but we do something which cannot be seen. So we are doing so many things into with our brain. So sometimes I call the electrical engineers are artists, creatives, creative peoples, the designer, something like that. Okay, so electrical engineer, something. So up to this, I just stop. Why I say these things, the electron. So let me, because I'll take another 15 minutes maybe around. So let me say this story, because I studied these things to explain communication. Previously, we know the data can take the information. That means 0 means there are some information. 1 means there is no information. So information means 0 means 5 volt plus 5. 1 means plus 5, 0 means minus 5. So this is actually the information we are sending everywhere. Okay, every time +5, -5, isn't it? Anyone just say yes. So this is the case. Okay, so this is actually the digital signal. This is actually represented by 1, this is 0. So 0 does not means 0 voltage. 0 means 5 voltage. I am sending 5 voltage through the antenna. I am sending +5 voltage through the antenna. This is the case, communication case. Okay, so even the signal is analog, continuous signals. So after modulation, this is my carrier signal. Okay, so carrier, what is carrier signal? I used to say the carrier signal this way. So I don't know whether you can see me or not. Okay, just see me. Please watch me over there. So watch me over there. Just think this is my signal. So my signal means my voice or Aibach's voice or president's voice, something like that. Okay, so now the engineer need to send the data from one place to another place. So if I try to send the carrier signal like the normal baseband signal, then if I send like that, actually it will not move a longer distance. Okay, it will not move a longer distance. But if I take any carrier, okay, so just think this is the carrier signal, and if I folded my signal like this way, folded my original signal on top of the carrier signal, now the total weight, okay, of the signal is with the carrier signal. So if I throw this one, actually it will move a longer distance, exactly the way we are throwing the stone over the pond. We can make the frog jump. Okay, so from the antenna, actually what happened, we cover all the original signal should not be mixed with the carrier, rather than it's covered so that it can be recovered, restored anytime. I can easily receive the signal, I can restore the signal anytime. Okay, so this is actually the carrier signal. And what happened, the other things. Okay, so whenever we set the signal, I don't know where is my pin, so my pin moves away, so I cannot write. So it was dropped, my pin moves gone away. So let me please, sorry, some pin tip. Sorry, my pen, because it's dropped, and because of that the pen is not working. Okay, so I have to take out the pins. Okay, so just think, I'll not use that. The carrier signal actually will be over there. Okay, over there, each of the carrier signal. I don't know whether I can write. So no, I cannot write. No, maybe. So the carrier signal will, like that, the modulated signal will be on top of the carrier signal, like this +5 and -5, and we'll modulate those things. Okay, so this is actually the telecommunications. So what happened? So now electron actually don't know anything about the communications. Electron only know that I am creating from the generator, and I have to be grounded. So the electrical engineer, actually they created all the circuit such a way that it moves the electron from one place to another place, and with that actually the signals moves through the circuit, and electron actually knows that I have to be start from the generator and send it back to the ground, nothing else. Okay, so this is actually the electron electron movement. Okay, so the electrical engineer, they create the circuit such a way that electron is generated from the generator, it moves through the light, moves through the fan, moves through the AC, and ground again. So with that, whenever it moves to the light, it's on the light, moves through the fan, it's on the fan, and moves through the AC, it's on the AC, then ground. Okay, so electron knows that I have to be grounded. So whenever any communication engineer, so communication engineer at the very beginning, what happened? How will communicate? Whenever the kings were there, they communicate through the messenger. They send the message to the messenger. Messenger move and carry the message from one king to another king. Sometimes they use the message with the horse. We call them as knight riders, okay, knight. And when they carry the message with the horse, message moves with the speed of the horse. Sometimes we send the message by eagle or pigeon. When the message is carried by eagle or pigeon, the message have the speed of the eagle or pigeon. Then after 19th century, after making the Alexander Graham Bell, the telegraph and telephone, we use to send the message with the help of electron rather than the messenger or horse or the bird or the pigeon or eagle. We send the message by electron. So now the electron carry the message. So the message will have the same ability. If the messenger runs, electron like message can run. If the horse can run, the message can run with the speed of the horse. If the bird flies, message can fly. Now, if the electron moves with the speed of the light, message can move with the speed of the light. This is the case. That means the electrical engineer put the message on top of the electron so that electron can carry the message, okay, and moves through the circuit and so on, okay. So electron does not know what is happening. I am just carrying, I am plus 5 volts. I have to be ground. So what is the ground? I don't know, but there is a ground, okay. So through the internet, through the outside, we actually throw the electron such a way. We are throwing the electron such a way that it will not be in the ground, rather than it will move with the wave, because air is also a wave, water is wave, only the density is changed, okay. So on the water, we can throw the stone. We can throw the stone such a way that it can move like a frog, okay. So to make the frog jump of the stone, we have to know the certain angle, we have to know a certain frequency, okay, certain speed. Then the even frog can move, the even stone can move on top of the water, otherwise the stone will sink, okay. So this is the case. So electron in the communication sector, we throw the electron particular speed, particular angle from one antenna to another antenna such a way that it can move from one place to another place without ground. And whenever electron is moving, we just send the data on top of it. Okay, I said that you are plus 5 volt, you are minus 5 volt. So those plus 5, minus 5, whenever I get it at my end, it's like an Enigma machine. We have to decode those things. Plus 5 means something or minus 5 means something, and we'll regenerate all the signal together and said that, oh, fantastic. I'll remove the electron. I'll remove the carrier signal, because I know the carrier signal is my generated signals. I'll remove the carrier signals and I can get the original signal as it is. So this is actually the communication. So now, as I talk to you, so can you imagine the how electron from my voice generated by my microphone, okay, the converted voice is generated from my microphone is okay, don't give that, no comment, I'll ask the question. So generated from my microphone, then it's create the don't raise your hand, sorry. Okay, otherwise it's distract. So generated from my microphone, then through my router, the electron produced in my microphone, because the vibration is there, piezoelectric is there. From the vibration, the some voltage is creating. That voltage is going through the router, then all the internet, then come back to your speaker and generate the vibrate again, and you can hear my voice. So this is happening in a fraction of a second through this, and electron is moving from my device to your device. You can see me from my device to your computer, and this is nothing but the electron. Over there electron produce the light, over there electron vibrate your speaker, and the movement is over there. So electron is moving. This is nothing but the communication. This is actually the communication things. Do you understand up to this that what is actually communication? So
Yes, sir.
what I want to ask now, do you understand? Do you have any question or understand? Okay, up to this, do you understand? I'll show you another 2 slide and finish. Okay, so up to this, do you understand?
Sir, please, can you repeat again? What is communication?
What is communication? Okay, communication means you have to send the electron, and now electron will carry the data. Okay, electron will carry the data. I cannot use my pen because of trouble. So electron will carry the data. This is +5 volt means some +5 electron is there. So I will send the electron to carry my data. So whenever I'll send anything outside of the device, it's analog, we know. So we throw the electron from one antenna to another antenna such a way that it will move from my device to your device through so many antennas, because the wireless antennas are there, the Wi-Fi antennas are there. Okay, some devices, electrons devices are there. Everywhere we use the repeater or other things to reproduce the same electron. That means electron is moving from one device to another device. Now the electron is not the simple electron just on the light or off the light. It's carrying the information. So from my home, from my voice, this is analog. I talk, I have my speaker over there, and this speaker has the piezoelectric devices it can convert my voice to a voltage. Then that voltage is moved from router, then the ISP, then to your router, to your ISP, then to your speaker, then convert that one again. Okay, vibrate, and you can hear my voice. Okay, so this is actually the communication happen. The electron is now take the things, the communication things. Okay, so is it clear now? Who asked the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes, sir.
the thing is that we are electrical engineer. We build a device, we train the electron. Now we said that you can make your software such a way you can use my train electron to move. Okay, so like to move or to see, this is the case. And actually with this, I want to be a little bit faster. These are actually with this, whenever we have the data, we have the communication devices. Now if you connect so many communication devices, now 136 devices are connected together. I don't feel whether 136 connections are there. I am just talking to my microphone. I am just look at my device. I am just seeing only one person, but 135 is like connections are there. So what happened? We can create the communication device connected. So connection is also a electrical things, because at the very beginning, if you watch any movie of Tesla or Edison, they first do what? They first make the grid. So grid line, they create the grid line of electrical grid line. They create the grid line of DC grid line. Those grid line is nothing but the network. So networking study already a 100-year-old historical study. Okay, so nowadays we have to utilize the wireless. Because of that, the same networking technique we use, but in a wireless manner. Okay, otherwise the data communication we understand, the communication technology we understand how the things are going on. Then we have to utilize the networking, and this networking technology is also ours. So most of the CSE background is in, they said that the computer network or other things are created by them. Actually, I doubt, because the device, the computer is made by us, the network history says the name made by us, the communication technology, the communication methods made by us. Then why the credit should be goes to only to them? So we are on top of this kind of engineering thing. So I believe, please think about this. I'll move another 2 slides for the things. So the computer network, whatever we said, computer network does not means that only the computer department network. Computer network means our engineering product network. Okay, computer which can compute. Computer does not means only the computer engineering department. Computer means which can compute. So even in the car, if we use a computer, like any device which can compute, which can think, okay, so that is actually computer. Okay, so computer network means the all the devices network. So since 1970, all the computer communication changed from a research topic to an essential part of the infrastructure. Okay, so everywhere we want to use. I just need another 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so then network is everywhere: business, advertisement, production, shipping, planning, billing, accounting. In the next class, I'll discuss this thing again. Okay, if you are in a hurry, I have to finish quickly. Then in the educational institution, I am using, okay, student and teachers are online due to the data, then the communication and networking facilities. Also the federal, then state, then other government offices, they use the network of the computer or the machines. So we call this one as data communication and networking. So in the next slide, I have 2 feedback. Write down only these 2 lines. Okay, so in the growth of the computer network after 1980s, internet was a research topic but involved few dozens of sites. We have the website during the 1980s. In the next class, I'll show you some history. So today internet is very much everywhere. So what happened? This network has made the telecommunication or telecommunicating available to individual. So you can write, network has made telecommunication available to individuals. So previously it was the telecommunication was like landline and other things made by the government, but now the telecommunication is everywhere. Individuals, I have 2 phones, that means everywhere. I have laptop, I have everything. So individually I can communicate. So due to the fantastic work, the designer, network designer, all work done by the network designer, we have the telecommunication now everywhere. Afterwards, it has changed the business communication. So many new kind of demand has been created, business communication. So we have created so many new kind of technology, new kind of product, new kind of services. Due to this data communication and networking, even the university become online. This is due to this subject. Believe me, due to this subject, due to the sleepless night of the network designer, communication engineers, due to them, now you can do the class. You can even you don't have to think about what that session jot or anything. You can do your class due to the great inventions of this network engineer. So the importance of the computer network has produced a demand. New kind of demands are there in all the industry for people with more networking expert. So because of this pandemic situation, new demand arise that we need online classes. So Zoom, then Google Classroom, LMS system, all the things came. Okay, new kind of devices, this touch screen. So new kind of devices, I have to buy new kind of devices. So new kind of because of the new kind of demand. So network and these things, every time we are thinking that how to make this network things more better, more better, more better. So because of that, we put these things. So give the feedback. There are 2 feedback. One, you can put that network has made the telecommunication available to individuals. And second feedback is network create the new demand so that new kind of expert people can be evolved. So you will now think about machine learning. You are now thinking about artificial intelligence. You are thinking about Internet of Things. You are thinking about Internet of Energy. You are thinking about blockchain. All the things are doing the methods on data or on big data. How you will get the big data? By communicating each of them. How you will make the communication? By creating the network. So the topic, machine learning, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, whatever is the next future like job is waiting for you. All the things depends upon the best knowledge if you have the networking or communication or data communication knowledge. Okay, so this is the case. Thank you very much for your extra this 8 minutes, and sorry for my extra time, and thank you very much. Do you have any question or not? Please,
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
I have a question, sir.
you have a question, tell me.
Sir, are we going to conduct the class every weekend?
Because in the next week only I'll take the class. Then after the Ramadan, I'll take the regular class. Like in the maybe in the evening.
Okay, sir. No
So
problem, sir.
only during this Ramadan, next week.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Yeah.
Sir, can you repeat the feedback question?
Sorry.
Can you repeat the feedback question?
The one first feedback question is this, not question, just write down the answer. The network has made the telecommunication available to individual. Write this answer, okay, over there. I'm just writing this thing so that you can this can put here in your mind so that you can search these things. Okay. And another thing is that the network or the telecommunication or the data communication and networking create a new demand to the industry to make the network expertise so that they can ask you as a expert in your future. These two are the two questions, the two answer. I didn't ask the question. I didn't make the question rather than write down these things. So is it clear? Do you have any question? Otherwise, I'll finish. I am sweating.
Sir, the thing that you have showed in the Google Classroom, that in feedback page there are 120 responses, and in the assigning page there is 133 responses, right?
Yes.
Yes. So that's because you have assigned an assignment individually. So Google Form takes the responses, which we already have done, but we did not click on the mark as done option because there is no assignment.
Maybe put those things. I know that already because I'll take the attendance from this Google Sheet. So I know that you know this process, okay? So
Yes.
from the last 1 year, and I actually want to make habituated these things because even some of my students, they take the master's class in Canada with my reference and they did all the things online. So this online class and these things will going on from maybe from now on. Okay. So to make these things happen, please habituate these things. Don't make any complaint. And I put the time, even afterwards, you can make assignment or something. Okay. Because I take that one because during this time, somebody will have difficulties. So you can write down your feedback. Sir, I have difficulties. I don't have the internet. So I can take care of you individually. Okay. Even later, I can see. You can see. Okay. So for that reason, this can be the communication media between the teacher and the student. Please
Yes, sir.
allow. So thank you very much for your comment. So this is
Yes,
very
sir.
good.
So only the Google Sheet you can use, sir. Because that's why everyone will be submitting, and then they might
Yes, yes.
forget to
To
click on
forget.
mark as
Okay.
done.
So please make yourself connect yourself with the turn in or something like that. You have to turn in. So this
Yes.
is 1 click, 2 click, because you are in the Google Classroom. What happened? If you remain in the Google Classroom, open the feedback form and come back to Google Classroom, again it will be okay. somebody open the sheet by closing the Google Classroom. I feel that because there are something, and you people are so smart to find out so many ways, okay? And let me know those ways too. I want to learn from you. So should I stop if you don't have any question?
Yes,
Sir,
Thank you very much. Thank you
Sir.
very much for your
Sir.
cooperation. So, yeah, please.
so that Google Sheet has a question that we should answer it and then we should submit it. It's like you haven't provided the question.
Oh, provide the question in page number 9.
Because so in the question sheet, we need to answer the question and then we need to submit it. So this time around, it's like I haven't had the question.
Okay, the
So that I
question is what the network has done to the people. Okay, the answer is network has made telecommunication available to the individual. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so just write down the answer because it's not like the quiz. Don't make it like a quiz. It's a communication between you and me. Okay, so write down network has made communication available to individual, one, and second one is that it produce a new demand so that you can make the job, you can get the job in future because you will have the skill.
Yes, sir.
Okay, these two things, just right.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, sir.
Okay. Anything, otherwise I'll finish. Sorry for my pain. I have to repair it, okay? Because it's dropped and because of that the pin is moved inside. So I cannot even put my new pin or take it out. I don't know. And I cannot see my eyes. So can I stop recording and can I stop sharing?
yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.